Right, children? Good morning. Yes, we will continue with the same topic. We have been discussing about exercises topic wise. Last class we are discussing about, that is, discuss how rainwater harvesting. Children, write down please. Those who are sitting at the back, take your notebooks and start writing. Discuss how rainwater harvesting carried out how rainwater harvesting is carried out arid and semi-arid regions of Rajasthan. Now we have explained this, yes, how water can be stored, especially during the rainy season. So most of the areas, especially in the southern region of Indian subcontinent, like Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Gujarat, Rajasthan, these areas, during rainy season, the rooftop, before rain comes, they will clean and store the water and the entire roof water by attaching the pipes, PVC pipes, along the roof along the wall, fixed, and in the center of the courtyard or inside the house, they will dig a circular belt, like a well will be dig and given the connected the pipe. Through the pipe, water will be stored. This water can be used for domestic purpose, not for drinking, especially for washing and gardening. This water mainly can be used for washing and gardening. Even you can drink, but only initially stage you have to clean the roof before rain. Or otherwise, initial stage, entire roof water by cleaning, that water you have to leave it for some time. Once if the roof is clean, then the water is clean, then you can attach the pipe and that water can be filled into the well. That water can be used. Boil karke, we can use for even drinking. You can use for washing. You can use for even cleaning and as well as gardening purpose. So this rainwater harvesting is very, very common in the arid and semi-arid regions of Rajasthan. Why? Because Rajasthan, due to shortage of water. You know, the western region, they receive only 20 centimeters annual rainfall in a year. Western region, especially for Rajasthan and Gujarat, they have been receiving very low rainfall, very scanty rainfall. They have a lot of shortage of water. And moreover, desert. Moreover, is a hot desert. So therefore, they store. It is a modern method. One who can save the water by rainwater harvesting, and what will be used in the following ways. Not only in Rajasthan and Gujarat, even in southern states like Karnataka and Tamil Nadu also, yes. In India, initially this rainwater harvesting carried, first state is Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu, even they are forced to use this. Every house in a village, they forced to compulsory rainwater harvesting is very compulsory, each and every house of that particular village. Otherwise, even government also takes action against the people who are not following this method. Tamil Nadu is the first state who has implemented this rainwater harvesting in that state. The most important question, children, for example point. Discuss how rainwater harvesting is carried out arid and semi-arid regions of Rajasthan. Clear? Next question is, when you come to the agriculture, the general topic, yes. When you come to agriculture, you should know about regarding agriculture. Methods of agriculture is very important. There are 3 methods. What are those methods? Number 1 is intensive subsistence farming. Intensive subsistence farming, primitive subsistence farming, and commercial farming. There are 3 methods. Since India is an agriculture country, here the people who have been following these 3 methods. One is primitive subsistence farming. So this farming is carried out by using the old tools, old implements with the help of own family members. They cultivate the crops and they can consume themselves, not for selling. Whatever they are producing from their own farm, own land, it is only for their own consumption. That is what is primitive subsistence farming. They don't depend upon anybody. They don't depend upon labor. They don't depend upon the machines, modern technology. Farming will be done on their own family members. They work on their own land by using the old tools and old implements and produce the crop. That crop is only meant for their own consumption, not for selling. This method of agriculture is called the primitive subsistence farming. Most important method. Second one is intensive subsistence farming. As you know, India is the 7th largest country according to area. In population, 2nd. So here, whenever the population is very high, whenever there is a population is very high, that such reason this cultivation will be done by using the modern tools, modern equipments, and large area will be grown and they produce more grains, more products. They will use for their own consumption. The surplus is sell in the market. So whatever income they get, they use entire money for the whole year expenditure. That is what is intensive subsistence farming. Intensive subsistence farming. And third one is, that is commercial farming. Third one is commercial farming. So this farming will be done only for the sake of cash. This farming will be done only for the commercial purpose, only for the sake of business. Such variety of crops will be grown in a particular land. Like examples, tea, coffee, cotton, jute, banana, sugarcane, rubber, cinchona, and all the, fruits. Right? This is all commercial purpose. Cultivate and sell in the market. Get the cash. Commercial purpose. Or you can say the plantation crops also, yes. Most important question. Name the 4 best example for plantation crops. When you take about plantation crops, tea and coffee the best examples. Tea and coffee are the best examples for plantation crops. And these crops also can be called as beverage crops. Beverage, B-E-R-A-G, beverage crops. Beverage crops. tea and coffee are the best example for beverage crops. We can take plantation crops. Mainly these are commercial produce. Other, we take even if you suppose we take cotton and jute. When we take is cotton and jute, we take these are the fiber crops. Cotton, jute, silk. Even we take silk and hemp. HEMP. Cotton, jute, silk and hemp. If you take, these are the fiber crops. These are the fiber crops. But whereas here these crops will be present. These are the fiber crops. FIBRE, fiber crops. Name two important fiber crops. Name two important fiber crops. So cotton and jute. These are also commercial crops. You know, children, which soil is most suitable, most favorable to cultivate cotton and jute? Yes, reger soil. Yes. What is that? Reger. REGUR. Reger soil. You can say or black cotton soil. Black cotton soil. Reger soil, or you can say black cotton soil, the most favorable to cultivate cotton as well as jute. So these soils normally can be identified with Maharashtra, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka and Madhya Pradesh. These are the areas normally you can find this black cotton. So black cotton soil, black soils are the most favorable to cultivate cotton as well as jute. Maximum cotton mills located in Maharashtra state, whereas maximum jute mills lies in West Bengal. And this jute, you say, this jute, we call it as a golden fiber. We call it as a golden, G-O-L-D-N, golden fiber. Why we call jute as a golden fiber? Because jute, we have been extracting a lot of benefits from the jute. From the jute, you can extract the ropes, you can manufacture the various gunny bags, various bags, and various mats, various baskets. So, variety of so many uses which you can extract from this jute. So, therefore, jute also can be called as a golden fiber. So, jute is well known. There is a lot of jute mills in the rice along the West Bengal. Why? Because of abundant of water supply, cheap labor, cheap electricity, good network of transportation facilities, banking facilities, insurance. That's why maximum is located around the Hooghly Basin. Around the Hooghly Basin, West Bengal. The last question. Most of the jute mills lies in around the Hooghly Basin. Why? General question. Most of the cotton mills lies in Maharashtra state. Why? Few reasons. These reasons are applicable both. Reasons are both applicable. Correct, no? Because abundant of water, cheap electricity, raw materials, good climate, cheap labor, good environment, port facilities. So naturally, most of these mills, I mean to say companies or industries located such places. Most of the mills located in the such places. Clear? So, most important fiber crops are cotton and jute, silk and hemp, and you can take your plantation crops, tea, coffee, rubber, even sugar cane, banana. These also can be considered. This also should be considered as a language crops. Especially if you take tea and coffee, take these considered as beverage crops. It's considered as a name two important beverage crops. Yeah. That is tea and coffee. Clear? These are the type of questions we have to concentrate. Next, we'll continue. All these questions, what you children, please write. Not only simply writing, you have to prepare the notes and you have to learn. After writing, you have to close the book and you have to practice. Questions you have to make a notes and you have to practice. Then confidently you can write examine if they ask these questions. I am not telling the sake of periodic test. These are so important for the sake of board examinations. So please don't neglect. Take interest and prepare correct answers. Clear? Thank you.